Welcome to Level Up with Winnie Sun.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. How are you today? If you're joining us on the replay, a big hello to you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's wonderful to be here with you, I guess, on the second day of Amazon Prime Day. Hopefully, you're not spending too much money, but it is what it is. It's a special day to be here with you. Welcome to my friends also from Modern Mom. Let's start with the market, let you know how the market closed. Now, pretty good news across the board. The Dow closed up 68 points. The NASDAQ, tech-heavy NASDAQ, up also 111 points. And the S&P closed off up 21 points as well. Now, this week, something truly remarkable happened. Japan's government announced that it plans to encourage companies to let their employees choose to work a 4-day work week instead of 5. That's right. The hardworking country says that they are hoping to improve the balance between work and life for their constituents. This is designed to aid individuals who have family care responsibilities and also help those who need free time to level up new skills. I love that. I'm hoping that continues to trickle down to more countries and maybe even here in the United States. Because a U.S. retirement study recently showed, and this is by Schroders, showed that saving for the future was among the top 3 activities as Americans have channeled more attention to saving since the pandemic. In fact, the study showed that just 26% of Americans near or at retirement at ages 60 to 67 have enough money saved for retirement. However, this was really interesting. A Microsoft World Economic Forum report recently showed, in fact, this month, that over 40% of workers worldwide are considering quitting their jobs, which 54% of Gen Z, this is the group between 18 and 25, over half said that they are contemplating this decision as well. This is a big deal. In fact, economists and different financial publications are even calling this event the Great Resignation. In fact, those of you who are watching me today, maybe some of you have been considering quitting or just maybe even doing an early retirement. Now, this comes at a time with inflation pressures and financial uncertainty caused by the pandemic. It's kind of a crazy time. It sure is. And also interesting, though, is that the pandemic has also caused record levels of Americans saying, enough is enough. This was actually featured on the Wall Street Journal just recently, and some are even considering early retirement. However, here's the dilemma and something that we're going to talk about today, and that is, what do you do if all the money you have is saved up in your retirement funds? We're talking 401k, maybe 403b, maybe even your pension, IRA, Roth, things like that. Well, in a perfect world, you tap your emergency savings, maybe your checking savings, money that you have liquid, maybe even file for unemployment as a temporary bridge. But many clients through the years have asked us if actually they can borrow against their 401k or 403b just temporarily. Well, unfortunately, not likely if you've left your company, as those benefits are usually reserved for those who are still working. So what now? What if you've determined to retire early, not go back to work, or just temporarily, quit your job, find something else? What if that's all that you have saved is in your retirement? Well, if you withdraw from your 401k retirement savings, you'll be hit with a 10% penalty if you're not aged 59 and a half yet, right? You remember that number. Is there another way around it? Well, maybe. So we have 1.6 million, but most of us have it locked up in our or I should say 1.6 million is 1.6 million of us have most of our retirement savings locked up in our 401k plans. So how can we retire early without paying so much in early withdrawal penalties? And what are some options you should be aware of? And most importantly, can you access your money before reaching the age of 59 and a half? Because as you know, in most cases, your retirement savings is really, you've been told by your employer, you've been told by people in the media, as well as financial pundits that this money is sort of money that you shouldn't be touching. It's money you sock away for when you get older and grayer. Well, one option is this. This is something we've worked with several clients through the years on, and that is, have you considered leaving your company before full retirement or age 59 and a half? There is an option called substantially equal periodic payments. This is an option, but what is this? So I want to make sure to share this with you. So substantially equal payments. You may have heard it. Some of you may have heard also the term 72T. It's actually a method of distributing funds from an IRA or 401k prior to full retirement age of 59 and a half that avoids incurring the IRS penalties for withdrawals. Now, typically, an individual who removes assets from a plan prior to that age will pay that 10% penalty on any amounts that are distributed prior to 59 and a half. However, the IRS has information on its website for more details on this. We'll make sure to share that link with you. But an IRS review ruling of 2002-62 lists that there are three calculations or means that will allow you to determine what our substantially equal periodic payments will be that allows you to avoid the 10% penalty. And this includes the required minimum distribution method, the amortization method, and the annuitization method. So three different cases. In all cases, once you commit to a schedule, you should expect to stick with that payment schedule for at least until age 59 and a half, or 5 years, whichever is longer. Now, all three of these methods do require the use of a life expectancy or mortality table. And the second and third methods will require you to specify a reasonable interest rate as well. Now, this process that I'm talking about is something that you really want to talk to a licensed and experienced retirement planning financial advisor on. This isn't a great DIY planning moment. So with substantially equal payments, funds are withdrawal penalty free through specified monthly or annual distributions for a period of 5 years or until the account owner turns 59 and a half, like we said, whichever comes later. And it's important to remember that although the 10% penalty would be avoided, that you would still have to pay income taxes on any withdrawals, because this is just to avoid the 10% penalty, but taxes still come into play. That is on a traditional 401k or 403b or IRA. So hopefully this is helpful, because I think this is really timely and good information to a lot of people looking at their different options. Now, I'm not suggesting that this substantially equal payments option is your best option. This is just one option that is in your wheelhouse if you are in that scenario and considering to leave your company sooner rather than later. So thank you so much for watching and supporting our program. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you. Thank you so much, Wendy, for being here. So much, Joshua, all of you for being here. I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for tuning in. This is good information, and we're going through very, very unprecedented times. So I just want to make sure that we get these details to you sooner rather than later. And as a reminder, you can find full episodes of Level Up with Winnie Sun on NASDAQ, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Be well, and I can't wait to see you again very soon. Take care now.